This is Scott Goldie Project Concert 150, hanging out at Buzzbin on a Friday night in Canton, Ohio. I am here with Washington, D.C.'s Braddock Station Garrison.
Hello. Hello.
They play Americana rock and roll, and they do it very, very well.
Thank you.
Good storytelling, just awesome stuff, awesome riffs,
Thank you.
cool stuff. And would you like to go around and introduce yourselves?
So I'm Steve. I'm the lead singer and rhythm guitarist.
I'm Mike. I'm the bass player. I'm Tom. I'm the lead guitar player.
And
Jed
is packing up
Jed,
the
our
gear.
drummer, is packing up his gear so he can head out.
it's always the life of the drummer, always packing up the gear.
Exactly.
So I'll ask you this first. Braddock Station Garrison, what is Braddock Station? It's got to be a something.
So we're from Virginia, is where we all live, right outside of Washington, D.C. And when Tom and I formed the band, we kind of wanted a sort of like an Americana kind of feel to it. And if you drive around Virginia enough, you'll see places like Ely's Ford and Guinea Station. And I kind of like the idea of that. So the word station. And then Braddock Road is a road that Tom and I both live off.
Oh, okay.
And so we had Braddock Station, and I thought, well, the Garrison kind of makes it think like in the Civil War,
like you're
armies
guarding.
would leave, would guard like the railroad crossing or something like that. So Braddock Station Garrison. Like, oh, that sounds pretty good. And my wife will always tell me it was a Freudian thing where I wanted to make it BSG for Battlestar Galactica. So that's where-
Yeah, word up to BSG.
Don't sue me, Sci-Fi Channel. Yeah.
That was I love BSG.
Yeah.
Old and new BSG.
Yeah.
Just the shit. Anyways, back to Braddock Station Garrison.
Sure.
How long have you guys been together as a band now?
Well, Tom and I have been doing this, what, 7 years?
7 years or so. Yeah, it started off at a Rush concert. And so Steve was going with a bunch of his friends to a Rush concert. I was going with a bunch of my friends. And then what we did is I said, well, Steve, why don't you just tailgate after the show? And Steve said, yeah, I play some guitar. And I said, well, I play. And so let's get together. So he came over to the house, and we just played acoustic guitars. And Steve already had some songs written, and we played it. And then what I did is then I took some of his songs, recorded them, but I recorded them with an electric guitar.
Okay.
And so then Steve came over to the house, and I played it for him. And he goes, oh, man, that's awesome. What is that? And I said, that's your song. And so from that point, we said, all right, let's start getting serious. And so
We get a
what
band
we did
together.
is Steve put some ads out on the internet, and we were able to find some musicians, bass player and a drummer, and so actually Pink is not an original
he's
member.
bassist
but-
number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only been with the group 2 years now. So.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's how it sort of worked
We
out.
still love them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the
We'll
baby.
keep them around.
And you guys are out promoting an album that you
So
put
we have
out.
our new record. Why don't you talk about the new record?
Well, it's a collection of songs that we've been working on for a couple of years. Like when I joined, we had a couple of the songs, and then Steve sort of fleshed out the rest of them, and I added one, and Jed and Tom both added some. And
Okay, and what's the name of the album?
It's called American Radio.
American
And
Radio.
it's a really collaborative effort.
Okay.
It feels really good from that perspective. That we all sort of worked together and worked out the licks, worked out the chord changes.
It's our fourth album. It's our third working with Don Z and Tara at Inner Ear Studios, and we've got some really great synergies in working with Don, and that he knows how we work, we know how he works. He can tell us what's working, what's not working. One of his famous things for me is stop noodling, and so we were able to get through it, and with some advice from him, and so we're really proud of the album.
Don is he's a legend in DC. Like if you look at the back of every single Fugazi record, it says engineered by Don Zantara. And he's worked with the Bad Brains. He's worked with Shudder to Think, all the DC bands. In the Foo Fighters HBO documentary about the making of their couple albums back, Sonic Highways, they did an episode in DC, and they recorded the song at Inner Ear. And Don he's all over the episode. They interview him, they talk to him. Dave Grohl calls him the guru.
That's freaking awesome.
He's a great guy.
Not only that, he's also a good friend of the band. And so he's opened up for us on a couple.
Yeah, he's a great musician himself.
Okay.
He's like singer-songwriter kind of thing. It's great.
That's freaking awesome. And one of you was just telling me that 5 years ago you guys got to open for King's X.
We opened for King's X. Yeah, King's X is one of my favorite bands because I'm a metalhead when you kind of boil it down, and I've always loved King's X. And they played a club just outside D.C. in Virginia. And just on a whim, I emailed the club and I said, hey, if you need a local band just to help provide support, we'd love to do it. And thinking I'd never hear from them again. But like a week later, they wrote back, said, yeah, can you bring 25 people? I'm like, sure we can. So yeah, we got to do that. We played. It was like a 5-band bill, but they headlined, and we had an amazing time playing with them. It was great.
Wow! So you were playing as an Americana band opening for freaking King's X.
Yeah. And actually, of the other bands that opened up, we were probably the closest to King's X style of any of the bands.
Oh wow!
Because we did our kind of heavier stuff for that show. Like we didn't do our jangly Americana stuff. We did our kind of distortion heavy songs, and the crowd really digged us. It was a lot of fun.
We also opened up for Jeremy.
We've opened for Jeremy Porter.
Jeremy Porter and the Tucos, my good friends.
Good guys. We've opened for Mike Ferris,
The Teskey Brothers.
and the Teskey Brothers from Australia, who are now kind of getting a lot of press now. They're like,
They have a new album out.
They have a new album out. They're playing like the Fillmore in San Francisco, headlining now. So they're really doing it.
Yeah, they're a bunch of great guys.
Yeah, when we opened up for Mike Ferris, it was awesome because he's a Grammy winner, and the fact that we were able to get on the bill with him was fantastic. And you know what? We were all just like, oh my gosh, we gotta make sure we're on our game here because this is a Grammy winner.
There's real pros.
Yeah, there's real pros. And so, after the sound check, we got to spend some time with him, and he was just awesome, real friendly guy. And we got to chat gear and all that good stuff. So it was a lot of fun.
Cool.
Real nice guy.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for coming to Canton.
We look forward.
And what do you have as far as shows upcoming? Let's cover that before we sign off.
So we'll be when we get home to Washington D.C., we'll be playing a place called the Roadside Grill on May 17th. We'll be playing all night long. And look who's joining us. It's Jed Prentice, our drummer.
It's the drummer.
This is the drummer.
Ephemeral drummer.
Yeah.
So we'll be playing Roadside Grill, and then we'll be, where else are we playing? In June we're playing in Tacoma Park, at Hell's Bottom, the VFW. In
December 6th, we're in Chicago.
Yes.
And December 6th, we'll be back. We'll be in Chicago, and hopefully December 5th, we'll be at Buzzbin.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we can make that
That'd
happen.
be awesome. December 5th. We'll circle it on the calendar.
Let them know. Let everybody know. Write your congressman. Bring us back.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for playing tonight, and we're going to do this again sometime.
Thank you, Garrison. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.